The competition in London is very high. You have rich people, you've got hench people, extremely good-looking people, fit people, very smart people. And so all of this competition, it makes people think, wow, if I want to get ahead, if I want to have an acceptable standard of life, I need to do even better, I need to work harder. And then there's all of these pleasures, these amazing things in London. But all of this is a vicious cycle. So you're trapped into this cycle of thinking, I need to do better for my own survival, my own life. And, the competition gets harder and harder. And so you're ever reaching for a higher and harder goal that's just always out of grasp, essentially. But while doing that, and while trapped in that cycle, you're ignoring all of the suffering, right? All of the other suffering in the world. You're saying, right, I need to focus on myself before I think of others, or if I ever think of others, right? But that's never going to happen. You're never going to get rich enough to where you start caring about other people. It has to come from within. It has to come from realizing that suffering is wrong, cruelty is wrong, exploitation and abuse are wrong. So even in a city like London, an amazing city like this, we shouldn't be tricked by it. We shouldn't be swayed by it. And all of the amazing things it has to offer are Faustian bargains. You're trading your soul for it, essentially. You're saying, yeah, okay, this is great, I love it. I know that children are being abused for it, but I don't care, right? So that's wrong, that's evil. Giving into the pleasures of this world, it's immoral, essentially. So what should we be doing? Well, instead of focusing on ourselves, instead of focusing on our own pleasure, we should be focusing on how to help others, how to correct this terrible and evil world that we live in, right? Because as amazing as London is, it's built on child abuse, animal abuse, exploitation, cruelty, abuse, trapping others in lives of hell in order to exploit them. So that's disgustingly immoral. That's happening all over the world. It's not just London, but London is a great example of the worst of it, essentially. You've got billionaires, you've got supercars driving past the homeless, right? And it's truly an immoral and cruel and disgusting world and a disgusting city. So let's not keep doing this. Instead of being selfish, let's be selfless. So what does that mean? It means let's focus on the suffering of others instead of our own pursuit of pleasure. So the end of all suffering, that's what we should be working towards. How do we do that? We do it with extinction, total extinction. That means making sure that no more life is forced to exist in this world, this cruel, unsafe world. When you have unsafe conditions for life, then only the lucky ones benefit from being born. The unlucky ones, which there always will be, end up in a life of extreme suffering, cruelty, a life of hell that they can't even escape from. So imagine being tortured every single day and you've got no escape. It's truly the worst and most cruel thing possible, and yet that's what we're doing en masse. Again, cities like London, any city, even villages, whatever, right? All life relies on cruelty, exploitation, and abuse. So that is the foundation of life. Life itself is wrong, okay? Life itself in unsafe conditions is wrong. Forcing life to exist in unsafe conditions is wrong. So join the pro-extinction movement. Help us fight for the end of all suffering. Let's go against all of this cruel selfishness and actually speak out and fight for the victims. Do activism for them. Because until we achieve total extinction, there's always going to be cruelty and unacceptable abuse and suffering and misery, right? So non-existence is far superior to that. It provides safety, right? Whereas existence provides danger. So the children don't deserve that. The children that end up in lives of pure hell, pure, extreme, unadulterated cruelty, they don't deserve that. No one does. Yet it happens far too often to people, to animals, to all sorts of life, right? And that's because this world is simply too cruel and too dangerous for life to exist in. Most life gets a terrible existence of pure misery. Most animals born here are being tortured. They're suffering horrifically. We need to put an end to this as soon as possible. It's truly unacceptable. So join the pro-extinction movement.